No? Hey,
Eh,
maybe.
maybe. Working on it?
Okay. Neat.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. Funny when stuff happens. I'm going to close out of the studio.
It looks like I think.
We are, but nobody can see us for whatever reason.
Yeah, nobody can see us.
That's all right. I have the fix.
And it's all right with me.
What, if we just talk with a gray screen? It's funny, dude.
That's so gray.
Well, it's funny that stuff just don't happen. All right, we're back, people. We finally sorted the issue.
Oh, they can hear us.
No, they can see us now.
Oh.
That stuff just don't happen. All right, we're back. Antisocial experience 190. Antisocial experience 190.
190
against the odds.
You showed up here 190 times and did this.
Something like that.
That's a lot of times.
Nah, not really.
Okay, that's not then.
Against the odds.
All right.
Just jumping back to last week, kind of, and I did put it in the post. Coming out at 5, there's the audio episode from last week, people. There is, like, we used to do a real visual type show, and not so much anymore. You know what I mean? Like, because visual, what I learned early on is visual doesn't translate well to audio, unless we were, like, really talking about it, like, really describing something for an audio listener, it just doesn't work. But still, it was a bit of relevant information that I wanted to get out there, just with bad product placement, bad product advertising, whatever it may be.
And stating that we're not a tech show only.
Yeah, that I mean, if somebody has that impression, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if we misled anyone. Well, I didn't mislead anybody.
I try not to mislead, but anyhow, against the odds. And it's funny because there's today's topic, 2 ways that things can go. And one is where companies and people, like, put whatever out there and then walk it back, which, I mean, we didn't, like, completely change directions last week, like, oh, we're going visual only. But we did a visual episode, now we're doing a non-so-visual. We just got our channel art up or what, our channel. But when companies do that, okay, for example, new MacBooks released, some tech stuff for people, if it has to be that way. Perfect example, we have one here. We can see a 2018, 2019. It's got 2 USB-C ports on either side and a headphone port.
Dude, mine, what's mine, like a 2015, I think?
Yeah.
Dude, it, like, has so much more.
Yeah, you got
stuff.
All kind of stuff on yours. Display port, USB. So Apple, with their new release, is going back to the MagSafe adapter. The one where people trip on it and it doesn't yank your laptop off the table.
Yeah, the smart one?
The one that disconnects from the laptop?
The smart one.
Yeah, the good
That
one.
cord was educated.
Yeah. So they're going back to that. They're adding in all the features that pros, if you want to call them pros, people of the industry.
We're not going to call them pros.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people creating YouTube content to edit on the laptops.
Yeah.
On the go,
If they're a pro, then I'm a pro.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But no, they're adding these features into their pro line of laptops, namely an SD card reader, more USB ports, HDMI port.
Like shit you'd use?
Yeah, the stuff that you'd use. And it's funny. I had a picture that I downloaded. I don't know if I can take time and show it. I will try and pull it up as we talk.
You're going visual good.
I know. Well, it's a picture of Apple and what it took. Like, if you're going to do anything on one of their newer computers with less ports, what you would need to have with you on any given day. I think I did save it. If I saved it, yeah, maybe I didn't. I thought I did.
There's that one where I was flipping out about my printer that day. That was funny.
Right. All the printer pictures.
Yeah, I was pissed.
But no, you would have to have dongles. Like, you would have your power adapter, then you'd have a dongle for the SD reader, dongle if you wanted an external display, like a bigger display, another dongle for audio if you wanted to plug in headphones.
That's annoying.
Yeah. And I get it, to promote sales of their dongle market, Apple's,
Yeah, but holy shit, man! Like, what? I need a computer and 19 dongles to go with it.
Right.
Like,
No,
that's a
and
little.
I think it was a good step walking it back and getting rid of the stupid touch bar that's on the laptop. I showed you the touch bar.
Yeah, it's
Yours don't have that,
no.
and you probably have more function on yours than I do in mine with this touch
Yeah,
bar.
I don't think I'd like that computer, to be honest with you.
The top row, yeah, I know. I hate it, but it's light.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, and I mean, it's like kind of new too. Like, but shit.
There's just other circumstances where, people stay true to what they think the future of computers is gonna be, or, "Hey, you know what? We're reinventing ourselves." You're well versed in the world of music. I'm sure there's some other people out there that are also. AFI, super popular band way back years ago, still popular today, I believe.
Mhm.
I never lost respect for them.
No,
A
I
lot of people
actually
a
have
lot
a
of
lot.
people
I was just gonna say they've had the same members continuously throughout. Okay, and
yeah.
you were gonna get, you know what I mean. With you guys know you were. I sorry to interrupt you, but I know you were going in with a change of, the change they made. But for the same four guys to as a group change that way,
Evolve
yeah,
and
evolve, yeah, not change.
constantly reinvent, change directions.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible, man. And that's a pretty tight bond. It's got to be within them because, like, you know what I mean. You'll hear that change when like new members and shit come, you know what I mean, in and out of bands. But like to have the same four guys and evolve like that together, like that's
Yeah.
pretty. That's a fucking special thing, I would think.
Yeah, and just taking a look at it, like, they started out as, like, skate punk type
Oh,
music.
dude, they are some of the best fucking skate punk ever.
First few albums come out that is good stuff, then they start going a little more melodic toward the hardcore, like, metal type stuff, and then they go what was, like the goth metal?
It was like Girls Not Gray.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that, and then the Art of Drowning album. They kinda changed direction to
I
that.
think The Art of Drowning was like the last one that was good. Like, punk style. Like, I don't know, man. I
It
really
was
like it.
pretty
Yeah,
heavy, yeah. So
that
they
had
had
like a Days of the Phoenix on it too. Yeah,
All Hallows, yeah, all that.
yeah,
So they did that change, and then they changed again because they signed with DreamWorks, which is a label under Disney, I believe.
yeah. You're correct.
Okay, that's a pretty big label when and we've stated it before, when that Disney dollar is getting thrown at you, you're probably gonna do
You're probably gonna shower in Disney dollars.
yeah, do what your contract says.
Yep. Fill a kiddie pool full of nickels and swim in them.
I would, man.
I would too, dude.
But, and then from there on out, then they went from the hair and makeup, I don't wanna say emo, but goth look,
Mhm.
back to, like, clean shaven, shorter hair, and
Yeah.
more like more of a rock style.
Yeah, with, like, Miss Murder and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
and it's just to evolve and change like that over time and stick to their guns with each change, not like, "Oh, put out this new style album," and like, "Oh, that didn't go over too well." And there's fans that fall into each part.
Mhm.
The same with the laptops. I'm sure there's people that are fans out there. Thanks, Jay. Ah,
Can't see anything. Oh, it was all good.
yeah, you gotta spin that.
Uh,
You're good.
yeah, there
But,
it is.
what's it called? Whenever sticking to their guns, do the album like, "Oh, fans didn't really like that," and then they'll go back to the old style. Bands have done that too, and it's like, "No, man, just stick with it to stay the course."
Yeah.
In over time to evolve as those guys did. You said that's I don't there's not many bands that have pulled that off in history.
No. Hell, Christ, bands barely stay together playing the same music, you know what I mean? Like,
Right,
it's hard, man.
right. And companies are the same. I mean, think of perfect example, Apple, you know? If Apple had been like, "Alright, we're just gonna keep making the same products. We not inventing nothing new right now." How many more years would everybody have been carrying around books of CDs instead of iPods?
Yeah, and, like, how many more years would we got out of Oregon Trail?
Right?
With the 2E.
The 2E?
Mhm. That's my dog.
Yeah, I saw your post about that.
Yeah, this poor Snip guys, man. That was too funny. Then the best was you messing me about that. Like, you know, the best part is they're completely out of frame the entire time.
It's alright,
Yeah,
though.
no, it's hilarious.
Yeah. It's almost like it was on purpose.
Yeah, I love those guys. That's funny.
And it's like, are we transitioning to those uncool guys that don't know the tech around us and not able to use it? Are we getting there?
I think I've been uncool for a really long time.
Well, yeah, the uncool part,
Yeah.
definitely. I feel that, like me, but like, am I getting to the point where I don't understand the stuff we use to do this and we're just doing it old fashioned? Is there a better way now?
Oh,
Maybe.
probably. I'm gonna say like 90% chance yes.
Yeah. But no, I mean, can you think who's one of your favorite bands? If you had to say who's like one of the people.
Oh, RKO for sure.
Okay, name one other than that.
Um, no effects, but I can go with no RKO in a sense here because when they split up in early '90s before Brett Gurewitz signed them, okay, to Epitaph.
Right.
But Bomber, Jason Sears was no longer singing. So Bomber starts singing, the drummer. He has Dave Ron come in, who plays with Lagwagon and stuff now. And
So, did the drummer sing only, or was he drumming and singing?
no, he was just singing now.
Okay,
So
okay.
he wanted to change the whole band name. It just came about that Barry, Chris Rest, Joe Raposo, they all joined the band again, but he was going to call the band Slang. I actually have a flyer that says about the new band Slang, like what's the RKL guys up to now. But Brett Gurewitz convinced them to use the RKL name. Well, when they went out on tour and Balmer's singing, and it's this like new, it's like that band in Living Color and stuff like that. Like, what would you? I confused with that style of music, and like it sounds good and it's great, but it's not RKO. So like
Right.
they went on tour, Balmer's singing, and like it was just I still to this day feel bad for him.
Was it a flop,
Oh
basically?
yeah, they had to fly Jason Sears into Barcelona to finish the tour.
Damn.
Yeah. So, and like I can imagine Balmer was crushed, but like that's a perfect example. But Brett's like, no, we got to use this name. We got to use this RKL name. And it's like, no, you shouldn't have done that because that hurt them really bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You think it would have been I mean, obviously, we can't say. We can't rewind time and have it play out different, be like, "Hey, do this," and we can only speculate,
Mm-hmm.
being not being time travelers yet. Uh, had they used a different name but went with the same lineup, drummer singing, you think it would have been better better received?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because everybody would have been expecting something new. Like you see the RKL name, you expect
Right.
RKL, man. And like it wasn't.
I wanna bring up the other band you mentioned because they have changed over the years. No effects.
Oh yeah.
Dance on the Bed. It could be true, man. It could be true. Video coming next week.
You're telling me that Nick's not always in a sexy outfit?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
White shirt and Dickie shorts
Uh
every day. Every day.
huh.
But no effects. More than 30 years in a band, right?
Yeah.
Same guys? Not since
Since
the start. They added
since '89 or '90 is when I know Hefe came in.
right. So
But same three as far as Melvin, Smelly, and Mike.
right, and then they added an additional guy,
Mhm.
and since then haven't changed.
Mm-mm.
Many not really many evolutions, but just constantly writing new stuff.
They're the punk rock Rolling Stones, man.
Yeah. Given with the okay, in your opinion, you are kind of my expert in the field of music, and especially those guys. Like they've always written stuff that could be taken as offensive, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So for somebody to think that, hey, it's these guys, they're going to be singing their songs, that some of it may be taken as offensive. Is it like any wonder to think that they might not? You know what I mean? Like how many years were they taken off the bill for the show?
Oh, I mean,
What was it, Punk Rock Bowling?
yeah, they got taken off the show. It's been what since 2018 because I was at the show after Punk Rock Bowling when they got kicked off their own tour.
And it wasn't even related to their music. It was
No,
in between songs they were talking shit.
yeah, that's what they do, and that's people to this day. They're like, man, I hate it when No Effects just talks and blah blah blah. Listen, like
That's
if you're a fan, you know what the like. I don't care if I show up and Mike talks the entire time and they don't play a fucking song. I like listening to that as much as I like listening to the music. Like,
the
it's funny.
banter.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it
it's
makes
great.
them.
It is.
They're actually making an album of just all banner, and it's like it's called "What We Shouldn't Have Said in Vegas."
Of course, they would title it that.
Yeah, and like it just, and they're always walking that line, and that's what I like about them.
And to expect anything else
Yeah, that's what I
when
don't
they've stayed the
understand.
course this long.
And
Okay, as my expert in that field, should they walk it back and change and become PC, politically correct?
no,
Fuck no.
no,
I'll
fuck
even
no.
agree there, man. No.
No, and, like, that's to go in, like, being like, "Oh, have expectations is something different." It's like going to see Guttermouth and expecting them not to be all fucked up and be like, "Yeah, we're gonna be into the music and play really good tonight." No, they're not, dude. They're gonna get whacked and, Mark might not even remember the lyrics to any of the songs, but it's gonna be a great time, so whatever. Like, you go in with that great time mentality, like, it's gonna be fun. Like, he couldn't remember any of the songs the Friday night they, played because he was on mushrooms.
Right.
But this
Well,
Saturday when they played in the morning, he told me, he's like, "I'm a little more grounded today," and he, they played really well, man, and it was a great show, so
and I don't know. And I can understand when, I kind of understand the world when somebody says, "Oh," says something that is offensive, whatever, or that something they really shouldn't have said, like something when it's right or wrong.
oh, yeah, I've done this many times.
Okay,
Yeah.
right, and I understand that stuff, but for society to want whatever, want companies to change stuff, when it's being changed for the wrong reasons, or whenever they stay the course and against all odds come out clean on the other side, that's the shit we're here talking about today. And I think it's, I don't know, just the whole thing with Apple and them bringing back ports onto a laptop. I think the consumers, the pros, the users, the end users of their products had their voices heard. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you can't
In a
tell me a
sense.
bunch of people didn't trip over that cord, ganked their laptop onto the ground because of it, and,
Oh
you know what I
my.
mean? Like, I guarantee it happened, like, a million times, dude, and, like, everybody's just like, because 'cause I'd be pissed, like, especially when the breakaway cord works so well.
Well, and here's the thing, okay? That cord works so well that Apple had a patent on it. How many other companies that make equipment that are using power, you have a power cord running into it that has that same type of magnetic catch. Now, you can buy aftermarket stuff to adapt your cord to a magnetic one
Okay.
that companies came out with to adapt your cord to that, but to have it native in your computer, that's what comes with it.
Yeah.
There's only one.
Yeah.
Apple did it.
Mhm, the
And
Highlander.
paid to patent it and have it so well protected, they could be the only ones doing it.
And so they were just gonna stop using it then.
Yeah,
But
dumb
like you
move.
said, it's like it's dongle palooza, you know what I mean? They're like, "Hey, get this new laptop and 64 dongles. That way you can use, 3 or 4 things off of this."
Yeah, when you're at the point where you're carrying more weight in dongles than you are the weight of your laptop, I
When you
let's
can make a grappling hook and a 50-foot rope out of dongles.
yeah, let's walk this one back a bit, fellas. Like, let's look at the blueprints again. There's gotta be a better path forward. And I don't know. I think I don't wanna say that companies are untouchable, like, with, as far as products they release and people getting changes made, because for the most part, they are. When they wanna make a change, they will. But also, uh, I mean, look, they're bringing stuff back that they took out. They
Well,
gambled on back in 2016, they gambled, "This is the future of computing. Do away with all ports, have these 2." Slowly added a couple in, and then boom, all the shit's back all of a sudden because they realized, like, bad, you know?
yeah, if you would've showed me, okay, and this is just me being me because I don't know much about this stuff. So, like, if you'd have showed me my computer opposed to that computer and just, you know what I mean? I don't know what computer's which, but just the different stuff, I would assume mine was newer because of the different, you know what I mean?
Different
Having all
stuff
the
on it?
features, yeah,
Right.
like opposed to yours. But
And this is from a guy that doesn't know technology.
no, I just learned to use a computer like what, a year ago now.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, I mean, understandable. And, that's why I think some of the guys that have been on the channel, you know, follow the show, follow the stream, whether it's audio, video, just involved with right to repair, and that whole thing, getting our products to be more repairable. It People stay the course. If you don't believe, keep believing. Like, you will see results. I think with enough people speaking up, we're going to be able to repair our devices and easily get schematics and parts. In
It's
the future, in our near future, I don't know.
yeah, it's like the car thing, man, like, they're making it so you cannot work on cars anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's you know what I mean? They're
Well,
bound and determined.
it's not only that. It's tractors,
Mhm.
like newer, I guess, newer John Deeres. If something simple's wrong, like where you not being a tractor guy could easily maintenance this, and it needs maintenance. You're not maintaining and getting back out to doing your work on the farm. You have to have somebody come over with their fancy computer and tools to do this basic maintenance,
That's insane.
or your tractor isn't running.
Yeah. But John Deere's making money, and that's what counts.
Yeah, that's horseshit.
That is bullshit.
And I know there's arguments. But, I mean, come on, how many years how many years ago was it where you could pull the back off your phone and change your own battery?
You know, now you say that, man, I didn't even think of that, but, like, I can't even remember the last time I pulled a battery out of a phone.
Right, and, yeah, you need special tools to do it now and special skills
Yeah,
to open a phone up and change the battery.
that's insane.
I mean, that's what the whole right to repair thing is. Not to try and make companies make less money, but if they're going to sell products, make it so they are repairable. If you're selling this product, get the schematics out there for the people that have the skills to do it.
Right, quit selling us disposable shit.
Yeah, it's not rocket science. It's not fuck it, buy a new one, give us more money. S-
Yeah, it's annoying. That's annoying. Like, it's just cars, like, they're almost a disposable product now, you know what I mean? Like,
Disposable car.
yeah, like, everything's only made to last, 3 to 5 years. Phones, they're made to last right around where your contract runs, about 2 years, and then shit'll start fucking up on you, what I've noticed.
Yeah, I mean, it really seems like it, and maybe it is. I don't know. It could be. Who are we to say? We're not pros. We're just guys.
Oh, I stated I was a pro
That's right, you did.
earlier. Yeah,
Jimmy the Pro.
yeah,
Changing. We gotta get you a name tag.
yeah.
That's a long title to stitch on a shirt, dude.
That's alright, we'll print it. We don't need to stitch.
All right. But no, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good future if this right to repair passes and it's mandated that companies have look, no exclusive deals where, hey, we're making this stuff and you can only sell these parts that we need to make this computer to us. Where people that want to fix it can, where it's available to them. I think that's a good future all around, not just with electronics, with cars.
Yeah, with everything.
Far
You should be able to work on your shit, man, like, you know what I mean? Like you said, there's no reason you should be in the middle of, like, especially farming or something like that, like, you know what I mean? Those guys fucking 14, 15-hour days, you know what I mean, doing that farm. That shit breaks down in the middle of what they're doing, like, that hurts them badly.
and here's a story, okay? And I'll never do more justice than a video did, and I'm gonna try and sum it up
That.
quicker than the guy did the other day in his video. Anyway, guy on YouTube, Lewis Rossman, you've heard the name, you're not super familiar, but you've heard it. It's been brought up on this channel before. Pioneered, basically third-party MacBook repair on laptops. Anyhow, he's leading the charge basically, I think, along, trying to get right to repair passed in a lot of states. He did a video the other day where he got a service manual, I think from one of his subscribers, for a Sony Handycam, one of the old Sony Handycams. And in this service manual that told you how to tear the thing down, piece by piece, tear it down, where the screws went, where all these parts went on something as complicated as a Handycam. And believe me, back then they were complicated, probably more complicated then than they are today because there was more parts.
Like Avril Lavigne complicated.
Yeah, super complicated. But no, he's flipping through this service manual that if you wanted to be a technician and wanted to be in the industry repairing Sony Handycams along with other camcorders, you could contact and get this service manual to work on this product. Okay. He flips through it and there's schematics that fold out showing the circuit diagrams. And then there's also an index in this service manual of what all those parts were on the schematic pages and every other page where parts were listed. There was a whole index and a way to order them in the service manual.
Shit.
The way the world used to be, I
Yeah,
think,
with,
or
like, card catalogs.
the way it was either the way the world used to be or the way things used to be, is what the title of the video was. And it's just amazing. It's like there used to be service. Like, imagine the mechanic or car maintenance mechanic industry without all the Haynes manuals.
Yeah, well, a lot of my old amps, they come with service manuals, you know what I
How to
mean?
tear it down,
Yeah.
changing tubes,
Yep, absolutely.
parts that you need to replace. Yeah,
Right, or
and
fuses or whatever, like, yeah, definitely.
hopefully a lot of these companies will have to walk in. And just more to the point about the Sony thing before I forget, before I move on to what I was just saying. They had that service manual out, okay? And Sony's alive and well today, selling all kinds of products in audio and video market. They're still selling cameras. that cost thousands of dollars to people around the world. They did not go out of business. And for how many years were those service manuals available for their products? That was the whole point of his video, that company survived and they were still around today. You know? So, yeah, I don't know. How long till companies have to walk it back, do you think, James? It
It
would
just
be
depends what it is. I think it's gonna be sooner than later.
I hope so. As far as repair is concerned anyways, because it would be nice to to not have such disposable products.
Right, and I think it would dumb down society a little bit too, in a sense, you know what I mean? Like, then people aren't trying to figure shit out on their own, you know what I mean? Like, it just people aren't passing that knowledge of fixing this or fixing that on to, their kids or whatever, like
Yeah, I think they might. I think
well, like,
as
if there's nothing to fix, like, what knowledge do they pass on to 'em?
no.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I mean, yeah. Yeah,
Like,
what
if
are they gonna
that's
pass
what I mean,
on?
if it keeps going, like, there is no knowledge, he's like, "Oh, yeah, you just take it to the shop." Like, there's no, we can rip that apart, take this, you know what I mean? There's just no passing that not like it
The way
kills it.
yeah, if it continues down the road that
Yeah,
manufacturers want it to,
yeah,
oh,
it'll
yeah, by
kill
all
it
means.
completely.
So
And
hopefully they have to walk it back. It would be nice to have some type of, you know, have it in law that, look, if you're releasing this, you gotta have service manuals for it, you gotta make parts available. Yes, maybe there's hoops you have to jump through, but make those hoops able to be jumped through by
what is happening?
I don't know, man.
I'm
You
not even oh,
unlocked your phone and turned it up.
I didn't even turn it up. That's weird. Whatever. Okay.
But I don't know.
It was you.
Shame. No, I think it'll be a good future personally.
I hope it is, because like I said, I think in the long run, it would completely dumb down society, like,
And
with everything.
and for people that are evolving. Here's another thing too. Um, just the whole everybody taking offense to comic book characters and have them changed to fit today's why?
I
Make
know.
new characters.
Yeah.
There's people that created those characters way back when.
In a time that those characters fit.
Right. You want this character that you want. Why do we have to adapt an old and
Because they don't wanna think, they don't wanna create, go through all that shit to make a new character, dude.
well then maybe you shouldn't be creating comic characters.
Yeah, right. I agree, but, I mean, that's the long short of it, you know?
And I mean that might sound offensive, but sorry if it is, Like that's what we're here to do is discuss stuff and put our opinions out there, as bad or good as they might be.
Usually bad on my side,
Generally
anyway.
bad. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna put the needle toward the good side yet.
We're working
But
our ways there anyway.
it just I don't know. It just seems silly to keep, and I understand. Whatever, destroying the whole universes. And what was that? When who did that? Was that DC or Marvel that did the New 52?
Oh, I don't know, man.
Yeah. That's
Uh,
I haven't followed actual books for years, but I do know they destroyed the whole universe and came out with the New 52. And just, multiverse shit is cool, but it's like, why do we got to walk back these characters that have been who they've been for years and change them into something new? And I understand passing on the gauntlet, a character dies. Yeah, you can fit that in the story. There's room for that, but just I don't know.
yeah, no, dude, I like I
When
said,
they're changed for the wrong reasons, it's senseless. It's like you just took somebody's creation, somebody's legacy, whatever, and you're just like doing away with it. For what reason? What purpose?
to like, I don't know, everything's like, I hate sounding like this, but like everybody's like wimps now, man. Like,
The
I
world's soft.
well, it is because like
Shit,
I,
man.
I was talking to somebody like in work and school, and they're like, yeah, they went to the social worker, and I was like, they went to the who? And they're like, so apparently there's a social worker in the schools now. So like, if a teacher, you're in trouble or whatever, you can go cry and whine to the social worker and blah blah blah, and they'll try to go take care of it for you. Like, what? Like, there's no
And
like
didn't they used to have a guidance counselor at school?
yeah, but it wasn't like this person's basically sit there to, like, listen to these kids whine and then be like, "Well, why'd you take his phone?" to the teachers and stuff like, "What the it's none of your fucking business." You know what I mean? Like, it was in my class, it just I don't know, man.
Getting soft out there, Jimmy.
Yeah, it's just, everybody has a voice on the Facebook and stuff like that, but nobody has to, be accountable for the shit anymore. It's bullshit.
Accountability is a thing that's by and large missing,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh no, it is.
Oh, is it? All right. No,
Yeah,
that's news to me, man. News to me
nobody is
over
held
here.
accountable for any of their actions anymore. It's bullshit.
I think, yeah, well, we've already stated this as well. We're not going in that territory. Anyhow, debuting our new format for the series, unfiltered Sunday nights.
Yeah. Sunday Night Raw.
Oh shit. Anyhow, people, leave us some comments when you watch this afterward. You hear it afterward. That would be cool to get comments from the audio side.
Yeah.
Some feedback on that. What do you think? Should we be able to repair our stuff? Should companies have to make those parts available if you're buying their product, or do you like the world where you buy it and if it breaks, fuck it, give them more money, go get a new one?
Fuck that world. I don't like it.
Yeah, that world sucks, man.
Yeah.
Personally,
that world puts you out of business. That world really sucks. Like, you know what I mean? Not out of business, but like it would hurt you in the long run.
And should bands be able? What do you think? Should bands be able to evolve and change, or they once they establish themselves, that's it forever?
No, I think they should be able to change. I mean,
I'm saying about people.
Oh yeah.
Leave us a comment. Let us know. Or should bands be able to evolve and change? Should companies be able to undo stuff that they've when they take features out of stuff? Should they be able to put it back in if they gambled wrong where the market was going?
This world is full of pussies. And
that's a woman that put that P word there, not us guys.
No, I couldn't agree more. And you have a good day too, Ashley. But yeah, it's sad. They don't want to have it. Anybody just doesn't want, like, I don't know. They're taking away from people.
Yeah, no, that's and we're not the first to say it. We're not going to be the last. A step in the right direction would be doing away with those fucking participation trophies.
Yes, it would.
Here you go. Here you go, boys and girls. You tried and lost. But here's your trophy for trying.
Thanks for showing up. That's all you had to do. Like,
you didn't even try. You sat on the bench, scared to play.
But you showed up.
They give trophies out for that?
It isn't the same thing. They participated. They showed up. They didn't play in a game, but they were there. They participated.
Damn, why did I play soccer?
Why did I do anything?
Yeah, man.
I didn't get shit. Nothing. I was the most improved player in basketball 3 years in a row. And I was like, you think after 3 years of all this improvement, I would have like stepped up and bid something else, like an MVP or something, but nope. What
corner did we get painted into today? Tech, not tech.
We're not tech. I guess music, sports,
news,
automotive,
social, automotive farmers.
Yeah, automotive and
big title.
Tractor Supply. Just write Rural King.
Oh, Jesus.
That'll cover us all. I think they sell all that shit.
Oh. All right, people, we're going to get out of here. Let me check the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to do it. Thank you for joining us. I do appreciate the live feedback, comments, people coming in after checking it out. If you made it through the painful visual show last week, that's how I used to do them, real visual, try and put stuff on screen, but then shied away from it because the more I sat, like I said, the more I sat and edited the audio from these shows that were mainly visual, I'm like, this isn't translating well. We got to really steer this more in the direction of.
Not to mention all the stupid ads that'll pop up when you're trying to.
Yeah, ads and then ads with audio.
Yeah.
And then an ad to ask you, did you like the ad we showed you, or should we play a different ad?
Yeah, and then you get to choose which ad you want to. You want to watch this ad or this ad? That's what I love when they come up on Hulu and stuff. Like, I don't want to watch either of them, asshole.
Both of them suck.
Yeah.
Get back to the content.
Yeah. Well, now you have to pick one. Get out of here. It's like voting for a presidency.
The other topic for the day that I didn't bring up. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Yes. Even though you drive a 2004 Honda Civic. I'm like, that is one fuck of a warranty, man.
Yeah, right. Anyhow, have a good one, people. Take care of your friends, your families, yourself, in whatever order you want to throw that. It's up to you to determine the relevance.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good week. We're going to get out of here.
Yeah, send it.
Henry, hit the damn button.